you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. So nice number one. We overrun.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For the extra point.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
9-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida, 91 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll get this just to the 47th, 1-yard gain. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of of the shotgun. Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Making the catch is Sternberger. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one caught by Ridley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And 8 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Get 300. Get 300. Give me some. Here we go.
Rodgers to throw once more. That'll be complete to Breida.
Rodgers pass complete to Matt Breida. A 2-yard pickup.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. So nice number one.
They run again with Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One's the mic. Watch one. Get 300. Get 300. Mike one. Mike one. Exit. Exit. So Mike number one. Mike number one. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Chase Young.
Tackle made by Chase Young. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Rodgers running the option right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
We'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
18 on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, 26. Zip. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Box it. Jump out. I got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 36-yard.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 32-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This is brought in by Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Packers' 28-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Washington.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Teammate! Teammate!
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Airing it out. Look, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third down.
They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down. Tonight's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.